This is what the QGIS interface looks like when you first open it. As you can see on the top, there are different numbers in red, and then those are explained at the bottom of the slide with the same numbers. So on the left-hand side, in that wider column, number 1, we see that this is the layer list. These are the layers that you've added to your map, and in this case, only one layer has been added, which is called roads. Number 2 is where the toolbars are. These are the toolbars at the top of QGIS, but these are movable. So you could actually take one of those toolbars and move it off to be a side toolbar, as is shown in number 5 in red here, if that's where you prefer to have your toolbars. As you'll see, you can just grab one of those and move it over. It automatically goes from a landscape orientation to a up and down portrait orientation. There's also a status bar at the bottom, number 4, and a locator bar for you to type in different things, number 6 on the lower left-hand side of the interface. But the place I want to mention mostly here is that number 3. That's the map canvas. This is similar to the map view in ArcGIS, and it's the place where once you add the data, that's where you see the map layers being displayed. So that's the area where you're really going to be adding different layers, be able to move those layers around, and all those sorts of things is in that area number 3. And of course you'll see the list of which layers those are in area number 1, the layers list. So the map canvas, that's the place to stack your layers of GIS features. You add your roads and your streams and everything else that you want to put on your map, and it all shows up in map view in your map canvas. It's also the place where you'll want to symbolize your features. So if you want to change the roads to a black line and the streams to a blue line, this is where you'll change those colors, and that will be reflected in the map canvas. Once you have your map canvas the way you want it to look, then these one or more map canvases can be added to a layout. And this is the same term that ArcGIS uses. You kind of design the piece of paper or the web page that you're thinking about with all of the other elements besides the map canvas in your map layout, and that's where your final map product is. So once again, in your map canvas, you're going to stack up these layers. We typically put layers that are lines, like roads and boundaries on the top, and then layers that cover the entire area, like elevation or images on the bottom, because that's the order in which these are drawn. The bottom layer is drawn first, and then it progresses up until finally the top layer is drawn. And this is very easy to change the order of just by moving it up and down in your list of layers. So once again, 3 is the map canvas. This is where your map is going to appear, and you'll want to do all the things here that makes your map look good besides the layout items, right? So this is where you change the colors, you change the line thicknesses, you change the symbology, and you get the map portion of your map looking just the way you want to.